Yo, good morning, guys. Hey, we're gonna start it a little bit early here. How you doing, Zalon? Doing real good. Okay, guys. Hey, looking at the chat. Oh man, look, we got the Art Stanton Lewis DOT. Yeah, Tom, Infinity's here. Brian A. Guys, hey, how you doing? So let's see. Uh, no kidding. So. All right. Let me bounce over here and check YouTube and see what's going on. Yep, live stream. All right, guys. So what you're seeing, oh Fury, hey Fury, Sanka Bala. So guys, what you're seeing on screen there is a project that Champ over in the Donna Titans band, the Non-Toxic Gamers band, is working on. It's a website. Um, and it's basically just a resource, information hub for all of the Dawn of Titans things that have happened in the past and things that will come into the future. So he's going to link out to the Yuki's DOT database. And he's going to link out to all of the Twitter stuff and some YouTube videos and things of that nature. So he's not going to be duplicating content. He's just bringing it all in one place. So it looks very slick. He's a Champ is a web developer by trade, and has done a really good job on this. It's not live yet, but it's getting close to being launched. So very cool, very cool. You Zalon, are you able to see what's going on here? Uh, nice, nice. All right. Yep. I got DBR. I know it. DBR's messaged me. DBR is going to be joining us here in just a minute. He's got his Skype account is having issues. Um, so we got that going on. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Hollywood. Evidently, his full time tech support guy that works for him is off today, so he's having to do this stuff himself. You guys know he hires out you guys know he hires out his videos to be edited. So yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, yep, that is true. So what we're doing here, we got the countdown here. It is we got 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes, guys in the chat. Let me know as soon as it is exactly um 9 o'clock, and I've got some pre-recorded gameplay videos ready to go. I was told this morning that I was not allowed to play the update live on stream. So I did some gameplay recordings that we're gonna watch. I've got 7 or 8 of them that go over the different things, and we can stop, pause, rewind, that type. We can replay. If you guys want to see something again, yeah, discuss. And then after we get through the stuff, we're gonna bring in Infinity on, and we're gonna bring in the Candor Kid to have some discussion. So very, very fun. All right, so let's see here. All right, come on now. TikTok, 1 minute, 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Yo, Bryant's up there. What's up? Uh-huh. So I'm digging this website that Champs. Um, yeah, yeah, I like it a lot too. All right, stand by 1 second. Let's get. All right, add. Let's see, add people to this call. Drive-by reviews. Yo, DBR, are you there? No, not yet. Hang on, he's coming. Tick tock, come on. 9 o'clock. Yo, let's see. All right, it's 9 o'clock. Here we go, guys. All right, first change, 9 o'clock. Here are the two major announcements. One is that when you pull a Titan from the temple, you get to see what your skills are at that point in time. This is a video of me doing a Sardu pull, and I have all of the skills unlocked already, as you can see. They're not unlocked. Sorry, I misspoke. They're not unlocked, but you can view the skills and see what they are. And the only way to tell there on what the skills are is, oh shoot, what happened? There we go. On the info card, you see the Shrapnel Aurora has level 1 on it, but the Boiling Aurora and Shrapnel Aurora 2, they have no level there. So those skills are still locked, but they're pre-assigned, and I know what they are. So here we go. Yeah, yeah, and of course DBR drops his video. He was coming on here with us. All right, come on. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. All right. Yes. Yeah. So, and so there are a few changes there. All right. So that is the big thing for skills. There's you know what the skills are on your Titan. Yeah, yeah, we'll come back and talk about that. But all of the skills, so the skills changed in that skills are pre-assigned. We know what the skills are, but not being able to, they're still locked. The only way to tell that they're unlocked is to look at the info card and you see one of them has a level on it. If it has a level on it, then that skill is locked. DBR, are you here, bud? All right. Welcome, welcome. The video dropped right in the middle of my stream. I appreciate that. Nah, no. Hey, 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock, right? Yeah, no kidding. So I'm showing a Sardu pull that I did, and we're talking about the fact that skills are pre-assigned, um, and how you can they're still locked, but I don't know. Did you find another way to figure out how to tell if they're locked or not, other than looking at the info card? Yeah, yeah. I imagine that'll be part of the actual release. All right. They say they can't hear anyone except me. So why is hold on, stand by. Why is my desktop audio not? I know, yeah, yeah. All right, guys, stand by. Let me. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to kill Skype. I'm gonna call you guys right back. Okay. S- All right, hold on. All right, guy. All right, here we go. Let's get Skype back going on here. All right, guys. So while we're waiting on that, we're going to stop the Sardu pull video and I want to show you guys about lands. Lands are very much changing here. We've got the fact that you can't attack. What is going on here? Nobody can hear me. Nothing but me. What is going on? Let's see here. Of course, this happens. And Logitech USB. There we go. Uh, nope. Not happening. Not happening. Interesting. All right, guys. Don't know what's going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through, talk about this stuff here. Salon and DBR, my Skype has died. So we're going to go through this update here and then we'll get back to you. You are no longer allowed to attack an undefended land. Lands that are not defended do not generate any resources. So the nice thing about the fact that, well, it's not a nice thing. It's going to change the way that events are played because you can't just bounce around attacking undefended land. So as you guys see here, while I'm adding defenses to the land, the amount of resources that it generates per hour goes up. And the lands also have a maximum amount that they're going to produce over a period of time. And then once that land is empty, once that available resources goes down to zero and you collect that last little bit, that land's going to go away and it's going to automatically just disappear. And then you're going to be given 10 portal stones. So, and then if you want to collect, you want more lands, you got to capture them from the center island, and they've reduced the amount of the cost to capture a land from the center island to 1 portal stone instead of two. So that's very, very nice. Let's see if we can get. Now we're working. Mr. Zalan, are you here with us? Hello. Zalan. I know you guys can hear him now. Hello, Zalan. There's over Skype. Of course, this thing dies. All right. There's the center island. Capture is 1 stone. The graphics have changed a little bit on the yeah, and this is something new. If you want to refresh your center islands, you can do that with gems now. So very good. Ryan, hey Ryan. We do not keep it clean in the chat. So all right, so what we got now? Let's see. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to show you guys the watch this. When I collect that last little bit of VP on this VP land on the left, it will automatically go away. Let's see if we can get Zalon back on here. What's going on here? Yo, Zalon.
This is Zalon.
Say DBR. Sorry. Let me get Zalon in here. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Yes, you know this live stream stuff, man.
Tell me about it. This is you guys are better than I am.
Yeah, it's not fun. So, all right. Zalon wants to add a video. No, Zalon. I do not need video, Zalon. Hello. All right.
He wants to show his pretty face.
No, I didn't. I told you I'm not camera ready.
All right. Sweet. Yes. Thank you. All right.
We're finally back.
All right. So now what I'm doing here is I'm showing the video of where I raided DBR's castle.
Nice.
And
the castle of unspawning defense.
Yeah, the castle that. What were you talking about? Your defense is not that tough, man. I got screenshots where I looted you. So.
So does APOC.
Yeah. All right. So highlights of the big changes. The big change number 1 is Titan skills are predetermined when you pull them on new Titans. Doesn't apply to existing Titans. That's what you've seen, DBR.
Sorry, say again?
I said the Titan skills on the existing Titans are still not visible.
Yeah, still locked.
Right. So but the new Titans that you get, those skills are going to be pre-assigned. You can see what they are.
Yeah. So it's anything new is what I was saying.
Yeah, anything new. And now those skills are still locked, right? You can see what the skills are, but they're still locked. So you still have to unlock the skills, and hopefully they're going to add some way to tell. But right now, the only way to tell is to look at the info card.
Yeah.
And the one,
Or just remember
or
what you
just
unlocked last.
yeah, because I did some fusion, and I noticed that. Oh, and then here's the other big thing right now is when you go to attack a garrison, you can see the number of troops, but you do not know what those troops are
Okay.
because it's got the little picture with the question
The-
mark on
the-
it.
Question mark. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty.
Was
It's interesting.
was that intentional though? Because the with that shell build, it was almost like since we couldn't get the defenses to be spawning correctly,
Yeah.
I was curious if that was just the same issue with the whole pulling up the castle twice.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I did send an email and I asked about the fact that sometimes I saw 3, but when I went into attack there was like 12, and he said that that was a bug. Um,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and so it is that you don't know what troops are
Okay.
there.
Nice.
And then the other thing is
That's
when
for all those high level players. So you guys don't
Yeah,
know exactly what you're getting yourselves into. So
that's
guess
right.
what?
Yeah.
You guys now have an actual real mix up, and you don't just sit back and let your level 50 with all your maxed out troops do what they do. It's you go in with your level 50 and maxed out troops, and you got to actually play.
Mhm.
So that's what it means.
What's going to happen is they're going to go in with 3 units and purposefully see what he's weak against, and then jump back in with a real battle.
Yeah, true. But
Probably. Yeah,
if all
probably.
the high level players keep doing what they normally do, and that is they switch up their defenses on a daily because they always do
Uh-huh.
that to throw off all their people.
That's
If
true.
you still switch up your defenses daily, you still got to go in and do your test run first and then attack. So no matter what, gameplay is majorly changed there for the high level players, one way or the other.
Yeah, and if you're not paying attention, people can swap out defenses on you, and you won't know it until if they leave the Titan, but they change the troops. You won't, the only way you'll be able to tell is by the number changing on the bottom. So
Yeah.
yeah. So the other big deal is the changes to the fact that you can't attack undefended lands. And that's maybe not, it's not a big deal for mid to high level players, but it's kind of a big deal for events, because what you like to do in events, what I like to do in events, is just bounce around and attack anything that gives me the max souls. That's easy, and easy is undefended, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the formula for the large players together when they get a bunch of lands that are undefended mutually,
yeah.
kind of killing that strategy. So
Yeah. Land strategy is going to be very different after this update. All right, so let's see. They have not said anything about Lightning Gully.
Yeah. Sorry.
Ryan.
you guys
Sorry.
didn't start it with a troll saying that there's lightning titans now, guys? And then
No.
joking.
We wouldn't do that. No.
Yeah.
Ryan, we do not know when the update will release. I have asked for a date and I have not been given one. They did not increase the number of lands in the center island. It is actually less now. There's 4 instead of 6.
With a refresh.
Yeah,
Yes,
but there's
the refresh.
there
though.
is a refresh,
Yeah.
so you can refresh those islands with gems.
Or every 12 hours you can refresh too.
Yep. Is it 12 hours? Do we?
I think that's what it is, 12 hours. Because after I did it the first time, it was like 11 hours, 50 some minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you there. And so looking at this land defense, we killed the land defense. The other thing, which is just kind of a minor thing, but pikemen are no longer pikemen.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, pikemen are now called Imperials.
Yes. The Imperials. Now, I'm wondering, I'm going to request they change that to Imperial. So it's the Imperial Army instead of the Imperials Army. The S just throws me.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it needs to be the Imperial Army. And if they could get them to wear like white plastic suits, we would be really cool.
Oh, you're going all the way. All right. Excellent. They're going to come out with the DV Titan. He's just Darth Vader in disguise.
Yeah.
So there's the Imperials. Yeah, so the lands thing is talking about land strategy. Um, let me pull up the lands defense video here. Um, so we had a lot of strategy discussions before, amongst ourselves. Alon and I did, you and I, DBR, everybody. Um, we got questions in the chat here with like how are lands more desirable? So if you do not defend a land, it doesn't generate any resources, right?
Which means
So
all that VP that the high level players get. Sorry, I'm gonna harp
yeah.
on that.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna
now,
harp on those.
all right. So
Go ahead.
here's another change that we haven't discussed yet. When you attack a land, it only takes the resources that haven't been collected from that land. It does not take any VP away from the player or the player's alliance when a land gets attacked. So, so that's a pretty huge change. So if you want to affect the player or the player's alliance, you must attack the garrison.
Mhm.
And so that's a little twist there. So as far as having, they've actually made it a little bit easier to go landless, right?
I mean, you'll go landless by default if you just do nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Because eventually those lands will just go away, and um, if you don't capture any new ones, then you won't have any lands.
Yeah, there's a balance though. So, like Champ just said, spend more gems. The balance is that when you get from your own pool, it's only one portal stone to get a new land, and it's
Yeah,
still six to capture from a player. So it kind of inhibits the ease of raising people intentionally, and it makes it a lot easier to just go get lands.
yeah. It's definitely easier to get lands from your center island. I also noticed that the lands in the center island only spawn at the current castle level you are. There's no longer that range of lands from like 11 to 14. If you're castle level 12, you know. So all the lands that spawned for me were all castle level 12. Castle level
No,
12.
so Bozrak said, are they useless? No. So the way
No.
lands work, can you show? Do you have a still you can show with me attacking you? Because
Yes.
it's like giant amounts of resources are available now from these lands, but they're attacking the available resource of the land. So VP lands have a VP resource to raid.
Yeah, that is true.
Yep. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not. But you don't get any gold or food like you used to get. Correct. When you attack a VP land.
Right?
You-
You just get the VP.
Because you remember how when you attacked a VP land, you also got gold and food along with the raid. Now, when you attack VP lands, is it strictly just VP? Because I actually haven't attacked a VP land yet.
So hang on, let me bring up my battle
Those
log
got it.
here.
You hit my VP land, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I hit your VP land. All right, so here we go. Let me
How dare you?
because
Actually, I think I stole one from you.
because I'm awesome. Okay, so let me see here. Let me just get this in. You did. You
Oh,
How'd
stole.
you
and
get through my Imperial?
All right, so
How'd you get
this
through my Imperial's
I,
army?
so this is what my battle
I
log
also
looks like.
go ahead.
This is what my battle log looks like after DBR just raided me. So when he raided my garrison here, guys, I lost gold, food, and VP. But when he raided the land, all I see is minus 24,678. No loss of VP, and I'm going to assume that that's food because it
Oh,
doesn't.
I did get a teeny bit of food. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't register in my brain if I get less than 20,000 of a resource. So
Right. And then the when he raided a VP land here, you can see that the land lost 400 and of course they're calling me. So
Oh, I
uh
thought that was DBR's agent. Oh, okay.
no, yeah,
All
he
right.
is.
yeah,
He's like,
I should have
he's like, dude, the check bounced.
my
Just hang
secretary.
up.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
yeah, this is the one where he captured it. You're right. You're right. Um And then when he raided the VP land, I lost 470. The land lost 470 VP, and that's over here on the left. On when he raided my garrison, I lost 430 VP, and there's a minus 430 there. So, pretty interesting change to some of the all this gameplay is pre-recorded, guys. It's not anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna let's see. Is that all the major updates there? Anything else?
Well, I
So,
was
all
gonna
right,
say the. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
DBR. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Zalon. Go ahead. I'll hit him later.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say I did notice that the underneath all the lands they glow only when they're defended. So obviously, when you kind of can cruise, like because when you're perusing real fast across an alliance, you can really tell really quick and fast whether it's that's a place to go or not, just by the fact that they're glowing now underneath the land only when they're defended.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that is correct.
Nice.
Yep. And what else? What were you going to say there, DBR?
So Cape is saying Grimvald looks sick. So there were some significant art changes for some Titans,
Yes.
including with the lands.
Yes.
And Grimvald is one of the ones that got a pretty decent upgrade. He says they still have his frilly white socks. They are on there, but they made the leather wrappings more significant. So to me, they're no longer as frilly. I was gonna laugh and say they must have heard me call them frilly white pansy socks. They're like, we got to make those beefier. But his beard and everything's beefier. Everything's beefier on him now.
Well, I think it's because wasn't Grimvald one of the beta Titans, and I don't
He
think
was.
his artwork. Yeah, his artwork wasn't exactly on point back then. Flamehide also, as I just saw your thumbnail for your new video, he also looks cool too now. So
Yeah.
Oh,
I wonder
yeah,
I wonder if Venom Tusk also looks awesome. I'll have to check him out because I have Venom Tusk.
Yeah.
I fused him away like an
So I now know what my thumbnail is gonna be. No.
Oh no! Don't do it. I'll give you my
Yeah.
great plagues. You can have them.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the things there is when you attack a land, you can tell the Titan and the troops, but when you attack a garrison, you can tell the Titan, but you don't know what troops are. So that's a change, guys. I got some people that just came in. Recovering, going back over the highlights here. New Titans. When you pull new Titans, you get to know what their skills are, but they're still locked. You still have to unlock them, but you know what they are. Skills are pre-assigned. And then lands. You can't attack undefended lands. You have to defend lands for them to generate resources. What?
Real quick note on that pre-assigned is it does not mean that those skills are the only skills that Titan gets. They're only, for instance, when you open that Titan up, those skills are, that's what that Titan has, but you can get the same Titan and have a whole different set of skills.
Yeah,
So,
it's still the same pool of skills that Titan can get. It's just the ones that you get are already, so you can see what they are. So, something else that I've noticed, and I've got a screenshot here while we're looking at me raiding your land. The text pop-ups during battle are more pronounced now. You can see, it's a little bit easier to read whether it's a critical hit or what type of damages they do. And also, I actually was able to capture a screenshot of when I attacked a Titan. When you first go into battle, it'll actually show you the resists and the bonuses for that Titan when you're attacking. So pretty cool. Here, let me bring this up here.
Yeah, so asking for more information is being provided.
Yeah, so here I'm attacking an infiltrator here, and it says plus 10% resist versus poison, and then I've got plus 18. You can see in the back there plus 18% piercing, and then so as soon as when you go into battle, you're going to have a little bit more info about what that Titan's skills are. So I thought that was pretty interesting change.
And there might be some confusion out there, I think, from Bozarak's question, but can you clarify for them? It's your buffs that flash, not the enemies, right?
No, the enemies flash as well.
They flash for you?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Well, I was able to capture it. I didn't capture it on video, but I got a screenshot.
Okay.
And I've got it up on screen right now. You can see where it's 10% resist versus poison. Of course, yeah, your buffs and your your resists and all that.
Because it
kind
never
of stuff.
spawned for me.
Yeah. I was able to. This was before you guys got in. I was able to attack a couple of garrisons that actually had defense. So.
Yeah, full disclosure, Bo got in days ahead of everyone.
Yeah,
yes. For some reason, DBR and our devices did not exactly work properly right away. So, but everything changed within a day. So.
Yeah. So. So yeah, I think I got in Friday. Maybe it was. I can't remember.
All right,
So
that is DBR's agent calling,
yeah, I
and
know
they
he
want to know
keeps
Yep.
why
calling.
DBR
Looks
is
like
up
Kevin
so early.
Spacey. Is that?
Yeah,
It's Kevin. Hang on, 1 second.
yeah.
Text Stacy and tell her to stop. All right. All right. So let's see. We're having a land discussion in the chat. I think it's going to, everybody's going to have to relearn how to play this game for the most part. As far as when it, comes to raiding and farming and that type of thing.
I feel like it's going to level the playing field a bit on the whole land situation, which again levels the playing field throughout the entire game.
Yeah. So now, have fusion success rates improved?
I
Error
was wondering when it
loading.
was coming.
So I actually specifically asked that question, and the email I got was that no change to fusion, no change to skills unlock chance or relic slot unlock chance.
So yeah, so can you guys did you have a video of you doing it?
I do not have a video of me doing fusion.
Okay.
I do
Well,
have
all right, so
I do have a video of me pulling a Sardu, so I can roll that.
nice.
I can roll that.
Yeah, I can't believe you got the 3-star. I got only 2 stars from tons of pulls.
Was
Yeah,
that
so
all
from what
you
I
got?
could tell,
Was that all you got? Was 2 stars the whole
all
time?
2 stars from all tokens and all
wow.
gems. I just threw everything into it. But yeah, the unlock was exactly the same. It felt, I mean, it was just as rigorous. I threw, I believe, 4 event titans away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And
fusing them in. We're like, I've never, because what they did, guys, was when we logged in, it made a clone copy of our actual account onto this test server, and then all the
don't
stuff
tell
we
them
did.
anything. No, you got to make them think I wasted 4 event titans.
Oh, come on. So I'm like, so like I didn't fuse any of it. Yeah, I did. I tried to fuse tried to unlock Ulrich's 5th skill by fusing my other 4 stars, and it was like 4 of them, and I had no luck. So I know
That would have
nothing's
been a
changed.
great video.
No,
All
it's- what-
titans into Ulrich.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we did notice the one change in the temple is now they don't have separate icons for the daily Titan. It's basically the regular Titan, because there was a lot of confusion between the daily Titan and the 4K Titan pool, if they were the same, blah blah blah. So now they combined it and made it so that the first time you click the Titan pool, it's 2,000 gems and it's the daily bonus. And then as soon as you click that once, it's then 4K gems after it. So it's still
Yeah.
the same, just so there's no confusion anymore, because a lot of people were thinking that the Daily Titan was like something different, or so.
Yeah, let me. And so yeah, error loading. Yes, you did. You did see an HP regen stat. Now I checked all of my Titans. There on the info card. There's a HP regen icon, and all of them said 0 per second. So I don't know what they're planning on doing with that. I don't know if that's something new that's coming. Maybe we're going to get some relics that regen HP.
Which would be awesome.
There it is right there. Well, I slipped by it. But yeah, so that drive by, you got thoughts on that little nugget that they didn't mention in anything, and then it's just there for us to find?
Which nugget?
The HP regen stat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I definitely focused on it because I was looking at that and I'm like, there's nothing in here that says anything about it, and there's nothing that can make it go up. So it's got to be a future build.
Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah.
something in the future. So
Either a spell. It can only be 3 things, right? It's either a spell
uh-huh.
or a relic or a titan that regenerates HP.
Yeah,
Yep.
or something, or or maybe they're gonna maybe they're gonna how they used to have like certain Titans were stronger, certain troops were stronger, certain Titans could only take certain troops into battle, or a certain number of certain troops. Maybe if you use like all Unak troops with an Unak Titan, you get a bonus HP regen or something like that. I don't know. We'll see though.
Well, also too, it could be some of the new classes that they're referring to as well. Because if they bring a sorcerer class that has HP regen, that obviously that comes with like all sorts of relics too that also do HP regen. Obviously, they could be used in other Titans. That's why they have it, the
Yeah.
ability.
Yeah.
But the sorcerer class might actually regen themselves. I mean, regen troops, as a skill.
All
So-
right. Yeah. So Karan says he thinks HP regen might be related to the medical school. That might actually be something. Yo, Caesar 187 in the house.
Yo.
Everybody, thanks for
Watch
joining
it
the
be-
stream.
Watch it be a major troll, and it's not lightning, and it's not sorcerer. It's just a vampire class.
There you go.
That'd be crazy.
It just
Oh,
sucks.
do we talk about speed? Do we talk about speed at all or no?
They've given us a speed, option. There it is, right there. There's a speed 3 for archers, speed 18 for infiltrators and berserkers, and speed 1 for everybody else, from what I could tell. So it's just like a
It should be
rating.
-1 for Ragnar.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. All right, so here we go. We got. Tell you what, it is time. It's about that time. I'm gonna bring Candor Kid on with us.
Yeah, we got to hear what the players think.
Yeah, when I gotta
We have
get.
to hear what-
Yeah, let's get Candor Kid on here. Come on, Candor Kid. Let's see what's up. So I'm pulling my Stardew now again. Come on, answer the
You guys-
phone.
You guys have
Hey,
Candor Kid intro music?
nah, we did
Hey,
not.
hey.
We didn't. Hey,
There he
hey,
is.
what's up? What's up? So, were you able to watch? What do you think, man?
It's pretty good stuff so far. I'm looking forward to what they got for the future.
Yeah. All right, one more. I got to bring the one and only Infinity on here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So get Infinity here. So
A
pre
little League of Gods action?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Well, no, I got 2 League of Gods on here.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. Are you still in League of Gods there, DBR?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't
okay.
tell
just making sure.
Skyhaven.
Okay. we won't. We won't.
Infinity, hey, are you there? Infinity is not. I can't hear you, bud. No, we still
Got to give him
can't.
a swift kick in the rear to get him started.
Something.
Oh,
Some
okay.
coffee.
I cannot hear Infinity, so all right. Yeah, so we talking about the health regen. Karen says, like shaman, clerics, paladins, all those things are like, typical healers. So maybe the shamans will actually regen troop health. Maybe that's the amount of health regen that the troops, or the
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
Hey, Bo, how many people are watching right now?
Oh goodness. Let's see. Hang on.
Because I just saw something that I thought was absolutely
Oh,
ridiculous. But
only 102 people.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I just went over to YouTube real quick and I was like, "Is that say 100 people?"
Yep.
All right.
Yep, only
What?
102. Yep, that's it. Yeah, so this so all right. So for everybody we got predefined skills. We got land changes and a few other little minor things like pikemen are no longer called pikemen, they're called Imperials. So I found it interesting that once you collect the resources on a land and it's empty and it goes away, it gives you 10 portal stones. So you have the option of going and capturing a land because it's still 6 to capture from another player. And you get that 10 portal stones. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So I think we lost Infinity.
Hey, Bo, you're
Yeah.
pretty active in asking the developers. So this is, I think it's something that we all share a sentiment on. So Daniel D and some other guys are talking about how the fusion and the Titan skills unlocking
Yeah.
are the issue we all want adjusted.
Yes.
Did you ever get an answer besides the same one I always get, which is the fusion rate has not changed since global release?
That is exactly the same answer that I got. I believe they've got that just, copy and pasted into everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Making
yeah.
sure.
No, it's the same. It's the same. The like I said, when I pulled when I was doing the live stream for the earthquake event, I had my 4-star there, and I was able to unlock the third skill and the third relic slot, doing it live on stream with um, just two fusions. So sometimes it works well, and sometimes you get a Titan that's just stubborn and it won't unlock. So all right, so hey, so now that Candor Kid has been watching, let's get his thoughts.
Yeah,
What are
more
what are
opinions,
you
more opinions.
thinking? We from a you know from a player perspective.
Um, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna lie, but I think the normal player out there, they have their concerns, with their lightning resists and the fusion rates and all that stuff that's gonna, still hit at their heartstrings. So, I think a lot of players are gonna, they're still gonna make their complaints. They're still gonna say what they gotta say, but I think this is a step forward in the right direction. The art changes are pretty sweet. I like it. And I do like the fact that it's changing up the meta.
Yeah,
Like I said before on some of the band chats, Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, they're always doing meta changes on changing gameplay because it just gets stale and people just keep doing the same stuff. And they buff and nerf troops. So I think it's good to have that happen.
Infinity, are you here?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey,
Can y'all hear me?
Infinity. Yeah, I can hear you now,
What's
man.
up?
All
Oh man,
right.
that's
Hey,
man,
all right, Infinity
step
Well,
back,
on.
man. It's my some bad connection in my place.
All right, so Infinity on joining us here on the live stream. What do you think, man? What do you think?
I was looking at DBR video and about the lands and everything like that. It's gonna be interesting of how the strategy goes and everything like that. I'm thinking like the VP is gonna be, I want to say easy. I mean, because I don't care about resources because I don't.
Yeah,
I'm always maxed out, so.
yeah,
But
yeah.
as a
It's
high
like
level
the
player,
Paula.
you're going to have to keep on picking up VP lands all the time, though. They're going to disappear when the VP's gone. They don't always stick around.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
A question about that. Like when I was doing the update test, and when you cap a VP land and you try to upgrade that VP land, how how long does it last? How long does it take to to reach a new level of land? Because
Well,
that's gonna be
so that
important.
is sorry. So there's no longer an option to upgrade a land. Lands have a finite amount of resources that are available. Like this farm here, farmland has 183,000 resources available to it, and the when you depending on how much defense you have on it, it generates so much per hour. So a
With
land
a
that
max.
yeah,
There's a max.
yeah, there's a max amount. So
Oh,
right, so,
I have
So
a question on.
yeah, yeah.
So
So the
if you
land.
collect,
Go ahead.
sorry, Bo. Um, I saw you on the video. You collected like 22K food from your land. Does
Yes,
that take away from its max?
yes. It takes that
So as
that
soon as you
so that large number at the top is the maximum amount of resources that that land will generate over its lifetime.
oh, okay.
And you can
Yeah.
actually you can see the number decline by the second.
Yeah, if you sit there and watch it, it'll just tick down, tick down. So like that level
Okay.
12
That's
VP
good.
land, that level 12 VP land is going to produce 18,000 VP over the course of its lifetime. And I can mine, I can quote unquote mine that land. And by the way, we're supposed to be calling these plinths, but
Oh, yeah. Plinths. Yeah.
Hey, they called it Land's Awakening, not Plinth's Awakening. So we
I
got
know.
free right
I
now.
was like, sweet,
Yeah,
good,
that's true. That's true.
because when I installed the update on my device, it gave me a separate icon and it said Dawn of Plinths, and I thought, oh
Dawn
no.
of Plinths. That would have
Like,
been awesome.
they're just gonna change the name of the whole game to Dawn of Plinths, you know?
Yeah,
Hey,
Titans
you know
don't
what?
matter anymore. Titans
You would
don't
kill all
matter.
the troops if you ran your Plinth into theirs. So
Yeah.
Oh, Go Dan. Hey, thanks for joining the chat, Go Dan.
Eh,
Appreciate it.
But
hey, you guys,
But I
we're getting
wanna
a lot of
say-
these. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I want to say that this update is pretty good because man, like we needed something new. So I mean, a lot of global players, global teams was getting bored. So hopefully,
Yeah,
like all this
yeah.
speed HP regenerated.
All right. Yeah. So all right.
Like the
So
castle, the troops are question marks. Like that's so good. I mean, but I got another question though.
Yeah.
When let's say you are switching the defenses, and if someone attacks you, is the Titan gonna be? Is that defense is gonna be there before, like the Titan is gonna be there, right? Let's say like someone attack you and you get bubble or you get green, and then you want to go in there, chain the troops and everything like that.
mhm.
Does that person attack the same castle as once that castle was before, or just everything is like the Titan's not gonna be there, like undefended?
I don't know. I imagine that mechanic has not changed. So like when you're, because currently when you go in and and you change your defenses out, if you do it from the defend screen and you just swap the Titan, the land's never really undefended. But if you recall that Titan in the Titan Hall to do like a fusion or something, then your land is undefended. Is that the way that it works now?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it does, but sometimes
Well, there was
glitches
a-
happen. So
Yeah.
Exactly. There was like a shadow update or maybe just a shift going on one day where now how it works is if you just jump into your defenses and hit X, if you just looked at it, it
Uh-huh.
will delete off defenses for a lot of us 100% of the time.
Oh wow.
So I think that's where that's coming from.
Yeah.
I get the question.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that was very difficult to test in the build because even having defenses show was difficult. It just has to do with that. It was just a shell account. So that was hard to test. I don't think there was
Yeah.
a change at all. Though. I think those mechanics are the same because they did not state that they were intentionally trying to change that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that looked all the same.
Yep. And
Somehow-
our numbers, our defense / offense numbers have changed again. So now everybody has to get used to a different set of numbers. I don't know if that's actually going to happen when the real update happens because it may just have been working off the old style calculations.
So I want to say something about the numbers.
Yeah.
Because back then, a lot of players don't look at that, but now because of pikes and the grenadiers, now if you look at numbers, you can kind of guess what kind of troop they're using.
Yeah.
So looking at numbers might be important this time instead of just chain raiding, like split second just to go in the castle and raid. Now you have to like look like, okay, his number is high. Okay, he's probably using pikes. So,
Right. Imperials.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not pikes. Come on now.
Yeah, Imperials.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't want to copyright.
Right.
Aaron asked, "Is there a confirmation button when you press sell?" I don't know because I didn't
That is a good question.
I
I
didn't-
did not test that out.
see if you can test it out because we weren't actually. There's something going on with relics in the update build that we got, and when we went to the relic,
Could not
screen,
test it.
we couldn't test it. So
I'm gonna see if I can try to do that right now. Actually, just
Although,
to get a
yeah, actually,
notification.
Yeah, Zalon, if you can go into your Titan and then see if you can pull the relic from that, I doubt you will, but
yeah. Whoa! Somebody's mic is.
Who's watching the stream in the background?
Somebody's
is
watching
that
this thing.
Bo?
Yeah.
Wow, double Bo. Hey, Bo, can you hit this? Can you hit this again? Because we've got this question a couple more times. They
Yeah.
want you to go back to the 10 portal stones on
Sure.
lands and explain that.
Sure. Let me bring that video up. All right. So what happens is when you look at the lands. So here's the new lands right here. I'm going to select on this farmland here. And
No, it's still goofed up. I can't do it.
okay. All right. So up at the top there, you see I collected 22,000 food, and there's 206,000 available. And you can see that number count. Now it jumped down to 183 minus the 22. When that number reaches 0, all right, when there's 0 available on that land, which the VP land here on the left is at that point. When you select it, it collects those resources, and then that land automatically goes away, and it gives you 10 portal stones. So,
I got something else right now. Hey, real quick, that I actually can see that's changed. That I don't know anybody mentioned yet. In your castle,
yeah,
your farms and your gold lands. You know how it used to be like corn or the gold symbols that floated above them when they were completely full.
yep,
Yeah.
Well, it's not like that anymore. Those symbols are still there, and the actual icon fills up, and you can see how much is actually there.
Oh,
Because a lot of people, I used to just see how many little fields were actually, like, you know what I mean, filled up, or in the gold cart there used to be the gold that raised in it, and that's how you can kind of tell how much was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
true.
now they actually have the icons filling up, so you can actually kind of tell if they're half full, third full, all the way full, whatever.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
like
Just little cosmetic things, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Really, classic. You have like a bucket full, pull it, and it's empty.
Yeah, bucket of gold. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Zalon loves to pay attention to detail.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you guys will all know that. I'm all about the detail, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, Candor, any thoughts? Anything else that?
Now that I realized that your land resources they cap at a certain level, and you can't just sit on massive VP lands for like ever anymore. So I'm really
true.
liking the balance changes that they're doing. They're trying to, I guess.
Yeah, it is a balance.
Uh,
And from an attacking standpoint, we'll go over this again. When you attack a land, you only steal resources from that land. It no longer steals from your garrison. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that's new. So when I attack a VP land, I'm only taking VP from that land. I'm not taking VP from Infinity, and I'm not taking VP from League of Gods.
So let's say if there's like, let's say two non-toxic teams, y'all can just steal each other VP.
Yeah.
But I got a question about that speed. What's the highest speed on the Titan?
The highest speed I saw was on like an infiltrator, and it was like 18.
Oh,
AJ.
Grimwald.
Grimwald,
20.
Oh, wait,
20?
20.
No kidding,
Okay,
really?
okay.
Oh.
So they're making certain Titans better in certain cases. All right.
So the
Cool.
tall ones can run faster?
They got longer legs.
I mean, so here's
Yeah.
what's funny, and I don't know if I actually have hesitated in talking about it, but because I think it's an aspect that only Grimwald, maybe I don't know, is there another tall Titan like him that does the same thing? His
I don't
speed is
know.
20. He does not move on screen as a 20.
Yeah,
And so
true.
what happens is
Yeah.
he kites Grenadiers like a boss because they shoot all the way to his destination. Like
Oh,
he's
wow.
supposed to be there,
Oh, wow.
right? And
Yeah, you
if
did.
devs are
Grimskull.
listening, do not fix that. Leave that alone. That is
Yes.
my strategy.
That's a very nice strategy. Well, all right. So now here, I'm gonna get. I got Infinity. I got Candor Kid. I got Zalon. Got drive-by reviews on here. I have a big question. I have yet to collect my Skullgrim from the event. He's still sitting in my treasure room. Should I wait until this update releases and collect him and just see what all the skills are at once, or should I go ahead and collect him and be surprised?
Well, we don't
Because
know how
then that-
soon the update's going to come, though. If the update
Well, that's
doesn't come in
true.
the time frame you have, the time frame you have is only how many certain amount of days left.
It's like 5
So-
days or whatever left.
All right.
I stay collecting.
Why is the available resources counting down? Because, Longfins, lands have a finite amount of resources they will produce, and if they, you can collect so much an hour, and as time goes on, that number decreases. At some point, it gets to 0, and that land is done, and it just goes away. So, yep. Titan story confirmed.
So how's the troop? Did any troop got buff or?
I did not.
or-
I checked these troops against the existing troops, and I saw no difference other than they changed the name of the Imperials. they changed the name of Pikemen to the Imperials. So,
Which makes them stronger, arguably.
well,
Yes.
I don't. It makes they don't have blasters, so I'm not really worried about them.
That's just
Yeah.
so they can't miss.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, horribly missed. Did we talk about the new icon at the
Blast
very
'em.
top? Yeah, blast him.
Yeah,
Did
there's
you,
there is a. All right, so somebody asked in the chat about being able to tell how much storage you actually have. Storage capacity, no, that's the same. They haven't changed that, but they did add another icon on the top. It looks like a land, and it gives you the number of lands
It's
you
a plinth.
have, and
It looks like a
it
plinth.
looks like a plinth. Yeah. So it tells you, hey, I've got two. I have two plinths, and eventually when I'm full, it'll be full. So. But you can see there at 63, and then there's the when you capture an unclaimed land from the center island, it's only one pearl stone instead of six. Undead Grimvald, really?
That's what Cave is saying, man.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
saying Grimskull is Grimvald after he's died and become the undead.
So we renamed the Skullgrim to Grimskull on our live stream the other day, and
Oh, got it. Well done.
yeah, and it just came out naturally because Grimskull just flows off the tongue, and Skullgrim you have to struggle with. So he is forever Grimskull.
Grimskull. Every time you pull up, you're gonna edit the name on screen. Just
Yeah.
flip it.
Photoshop. All right.
Okay, yeah. So that's a good question from Immortals.
Yeah, I see
You
that.
guys know if anything's changed for defending, reports, bonus VP, all that stuff.
No, because I didn't have a successful defense.
Oh,
Yeah. During the play test.
I'll
Did you?
attack you later today, Bo. You can make another video.
Yeah. Well,
you did work out the VP change though, didn't you? So like if I take, or you took 400 VP, or I took 400 VP, that kind of thing.
You
lost.
I did some testing on that. Where I compared an alliance's VP score, before and after an attack, and it looked to me like it was I took if I took 100% of the VP that I took, the alliance lost 80% of that number. But then when you attacked me, it's like you got 2,700 and I only lost 400. So those numbers didn't.
Exactly.
None of those numbers really lined up, and trying to
It wasn't
figure
a
out.
continuity.
Yeah, trying to figure out that algorithm is a little bit, I just
And we
wanna-
only had one set of numbers of our castle levels to really test anyway.
right, because it's at one point I had 0 VP and you attacked me, and of course I lost.
And you lost none.
I lost.
He's
no-
just saying hi. He's just saying hi. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just saying hi.
No,
Yeah, that's
just-
Infinity on
Just like
style.
Infinity, he swings by and he swings by. And
Yeah,
think
what's
I
up?
saw-
What's up?
I think I stole like 100 BP from Bo one day.
yeah, that's right.
I spent like 6 portal stones.
Hey, those are your portal stones, man. Yeah, it's
Hey,
like
so I got a question about the relics. Does the relic show the skills as well, like the Titans,
I don't know.
before you level them up?
Don't know. We weren't able to. We weren't even able to get into the relic screen on the test build because there was
Oh, really?
some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the relics was intentionally not part of it, and then there was an issue with it, so we couldn't even see them. But since it wasn't even mentioned, I would have a sneaking suspicion that has not changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we know the relic skills are set, except for
Yeah, that's true.
like on some of them, like the dragon helms, you don't know what the resist is.
Yeah,
be
that's what I'm
really
trying to
nice.
say. I wish we could just see it before we level them up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's been a major issue, especially saying because they did it for some. They split the names, like Great Plague, and what was the other version of that? Venom something.
The
Whereas like the Ice Axe,
Poison
it's
Blade.
still all Ice Axe.
oh yeah, it is. Yeah. There's
Like, well, does it buff Pikeman or does it buff?
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be nice to know which one you got, but especially since sometimes forging is you hit a dry. It's kind of like playing roulette. You hit a dry spell. It's not often that black comes up 9 times in a row, but it does happen. So
It does.
I
It does.
failed a 90% forge last night.
with how many?
I failed a 94% success possibility
Oh.
forge over 3.
Wow, you serious?
Wow.
Oh, man.
Man.
You failed the 94% forge.
Yes, that's what he's
Yeah.
saying. He failed a 94%
Well,
forge.
that's the 6% that won.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, it happens in Vegas.
it does.
Yeah.
It does.
But
Wow.
I want to say something though, because
Yeah.
ever since I've been global players every week,
Yeah.
my I've been getting some good luck. It takes me about 4 or 5 times to get a successful with 7% or 10. I swear. It takes me a lot. It takes me like 6 hours to max a 4-star relic. So I don't know if y'all getting the
Yeah.
same thing or.
No, I worked on a 4-star last night. I did 30 forge attempts on a 4-star relic, and I was successful on 2 of them.
How about you, DVR, Zalan?
Zalon, go ahead.
Actually, I missed a little bit of the question because I was actually in game. Sorry. What was going
What
on?
is that? Oh, don't worry, I've already done it like 3 times. All right, I'll hit it
Yeah.
first then. So the question is,
ahead.
we're asking how your forging has gone with relics. So yeah, so what I've noticed is like there was a time I kind of was in that realm of there's got to be something going on with these numbers that they're showing us, and I started data points, and after 100 data points, I found out that although the sentiment may linger that I'm failing a lot compared to the percentage, as soon as you get that lucky, like just it's before the
Yeah.
statistical average. So if every 1 out of every 10, I should be somewhere around there at the end of
Yeah.
1,000,000 fusions. As soon as you get that lucky one, you kind of like, yes, and you forget about it. And then you remember the next 20 that
Yeah.
you didn't get unlucky. You're like, that's impossible. How could I do 20? Well, like it's well within the statistics to go get 20. You could go 30, 40,
Yeah.
it's well within statistics. So it's
But
not,
what I do,
that is the
yeah.
rate it's showing. 96% though. I'd be curious to test that out multiple times.
yeah.
That should almost never fail.
Well, what I do, I
Yeah.
get successful and then I just go raid
All
for
right.
an
All
hour.
right. So
and then I
yeah,
try again.
Yeah, so
I-
Infinity on you're unusual though, because how many relics are you fusing in a day, man? Like 6,000?
yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Probably like 200-300.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's not that may not be the average player.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, for my relic fusions, I pretty much have about most of my all of my 4-star relics that I have pretty much 2 of their skills unlocked that I use on my Titans. So I at least unlock to at least get 2 skills at least on all my 4-stars.
Oh, nice.
And if I can get to the 3rd skill, I have that on like 1 of my 4-stars. And then of course I have, backup 3 stars to double up on a lot of the key relics. I have all the 3 stars maxed. That wasn't an issue. But with the 4 stars, I pretty much do my best to unlock at least 2 of the 3 skills. So that's what I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. So one thing that I forgot to mention is they've increased the army camp size.
Oh crap! Yeah, I noticed that. I told you about that
And
Bo, when we were
spells.
talking.
And spells significantly.
You say you increase? They increase it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So like my level 12 army camp, or my level 7 army camp at Castle level 12 can hold 180 troops now instead of 130.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's an extra 50. It's an extra 50.
And then when I upgrade, I'll get an additional like 45 or whatever. So it was a significant amount of troops. And I think that is because they are anticipating people are going to need those troops to defend lands.
Yeah, a lot of lands.
Yeah.
It's been pretty hard to max your lands out to the norm, and if you add a couple on, you can almost, you're like asking for troops at the end of a couple battles. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that was a much needed. Yeah, so I'm at Castle level 12. I can hold 180 troops in my army camp, and then when I upgrade to the next level, it adds 45 more troops. So 225 on the Castle 13 army camp.
So,
Nope.
so did they increase the troops in Castle as well?
No, I didn't see
No?
any increase in the number of defending troops in your garrison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So DBR, you said they increased the spells?
Yeah, there was a spell increase, or the amount of spells you can hold.
You can
based
hold,
on-
yeah. So it's like I think I can hold
forges.
60 spells with the 2 forges at Castle 12, and that went up to 80, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
mine was like mine was 115 to 160.
Yeah.
Castle level 60.
Fury, we have not been given a release date for the update yet. We don't know. And I was kind of expecting a trailer video from these guys, and I haven't received that. DBR, have you received the video that they did? You know?
They made a video? I thought they were waiting until tomorrow to do a stream.
No. They made a video. I saw it too. They made a video of like some sort of bunch of raid clips. It wasn't anything like anything new.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I haven't seen that.
No, I thought they were.
No.
Then again, I am awake at
the raid
2 a.m. in
raid
the
clips I'm
morning.
talking about have nothing to do with the new update. They're gonna come on live stream tomorrow. I wouldn't be.
Oh,
Interesting.
gotcha.
Yeah, so tomorrow, guys, they'll be going through this update on their live stream tomorrow. So everybody tune in to the Donna Titans official YouTube /
'cause
Facebook
they could
account.
be telling us when it's gonna drop tomorrow. That's the information that we don't have. So
Yeah, they can't let us announce everything.
I hope it's
right?
soon.
They can't let us announce everything, right? They got to save something for
that's
themselves.
right. That's
I
right.
think they could. I think they could just give you a direct line and,
Yeah.
give you the PR.
Yeah, they could. So
What like how DBR has that red phone in his house that he just picks up and he's directly connected to the devs?
yep.
Right. No, that's for the president when I tell him what I want him to do and all that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. So I got some screen captures here of some of the new stuff that I thought was interesting. I'll bring back up the one. Let's see. When I attacked one of the lands, and when I attacked it, actually was defended. So that's what this screenshot is here. It posts. It does pop up there. The resists and the buffs and the piercing resist, critical chance, all that stuff. Just like it flashes for your own troops, it flashes for the enemy Titan as well. But it only did it on defended lands. If it was a garrison with no defense, it didn't flash the thing. So I thought that was interesting that you can attack undefended garrisons, but you can't attack undefended lands.
That's weird.
So everybody defend your garrison.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes, I'm messing with Fusion or whatever, and I forget, hey, and I'll get a message, dude, your garrison's undefended. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta go fix that. But
Come back, you got like 6 attacks and stuff.
Yeah.
I have. When you guys were rating in the developer update build, did you guys notice any map changes by chance? No.
I did
when you're
not.
battling.
I did not notice any map changes.
Would have been nice, right?
Yeah. Now they did change.
That'd be nice.
They changed the artwork on all the lands. So.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
true.
more graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we placed first in Bronze League and got promoted. Yay! And on the developer build. So I popped open the developer the test account on Monday morning, and it said your alliance placed first. Here's a 1-star.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, but they as far as the actual gameplay goes, I think this is more of a benefit for the global players. I think more
For
challenging.
everybody, I think.
Yeah, but it's as far as the challenge goes. You're talking about how it's now if you don't know what troops are going to be defending.
Yeah, that's true.
And I know you guys chat back and forth. You're like, hey, let me attack you. Do this. So you can change the troops now, and the other guy doesn't know what's going on. So.
How about the Titan? Do you see the Titan, or is it a question mark as well?
No, you can see what Titan it is on the garrison.
Oh, that's easy, man.
But you can. But you
Listen to this.
There's only so many variables they can use. It's done. The wall.
Dude, his walls are covered with numbers. The infinity on your house must have like all sorts of numbers all over the walls.
It's all in. So Infinity, I'm kind of curious. Does this change League of Gods strategy at all? Because from what I can tell,
Yeah.
the way it works now is if you have a land, it benefits you more the less you're attacked. But in Legends League, anyone who's in the top fight, anywhere near the top 10, is getting hit. And like their garrison's always bubbled. Their lands are gonna be bubbled if they're anywhere close to their castle level.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it doesn't really change that for anyone in Legends League.
Yeah, I think so. But
I can't answer that question.
although our
Yeah, right.
the low level lower the lower
It was
level land
hypothetical, man.
strategy is,
No, you're good. You're good. Nah, yeah, you're right though. The top 3 teams always bubble.
yeah, everybody's always bold. Just
Well, and
constant.
someone made an interesting point on a comment where they were saying it still gives a lot of VP on higher lands, and they're right. It just doesn't do the double dip where you're getting your VP taken away while they're getting VP.
Right.
But if you got a bunch of big old lands giving 3K a pop, and they
Yeah.
only have a garrison, it's very difficult to keep up.
That's true.
Yeah. So
Now, real quick question that I want to put out there because DBR and Bo dealt with this just like myself. That when we got into the developer build, all of our current lands were not there anymore, and we started
Yeah.
from scratch. So, do we think that everyone that's out there right now with your 50, all level 25 VP lands sitting high and mighty, are you going to lose all that and have to start off like everybody else? That's why I said level the playing field. That's why I feel
Yeah.
like it's a nice quick reset for everybody, and all you people sitting high and mighty are going to have to start over with your lands just like everybody else.
Yeah, that should be good.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
I'm
That-
wondering if that's the way it's going to go, because that's what DBR and myself and Bo had to deal with. We had to deal with everything, just our castles there, no lands. So,
Do we know?
Yeah.
Hey, DBR, do you know if previously could you tell if any previously ascended titans were still ascended? I obviously didn't have any, so I couldn't tell.
Ascended Titans?
Yeah.
Like to the level 60?
Yeah.
I don't have any Ascended Titans.
Oh, okay. All right. So we don't know.
Well, yeah.
My time.
Daniel, we don't
yeah.
know.
Oh, but also too, though, if you think about this, though, all the shard islands that are out there, if everybody goes back to 0 lands, all shard islands just now got taken. They're all gone.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
they killed the Shard lands. You're right.
That's true. Interesting.
Interesting. Maybe a move before they start the Ascension update, huh?
Yeah, see,
you gotta think ahead. Maybe.
Salon thinks ahead, man.
Yeah.
Thinking ahead.
I wish.
Yeah.
As long as the
Okay,
Titan
all-
Whisperer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People
Titan
gonna hate-
Whisperer, man.
Yeah.
The Titans.
Hey, Kandor, what skills do you get on your Grim Skull?
My Skull Grim.
Yeah.
I got. Let me look at it real quick.
No one knows what a skull grip is.
Look here. I unlocked the 3rd skill on him, so I got Archer's Armor Piercing for the 1st skill, Militia Damage against Titans for the 2nd, and Archer Damage for the 3rd.
Oh, pretty cool. I'm hoping for Archer Spearman and stuff myself, but as long as it's not like all militia and spearmen, I'll be all right. But that'll be my luck. It'll
Militia resist the lightning. Militia resist the lightning.
be.
Militia.
So what you could do, Bo, is just wait till they say when this release is going to be, and you can gauge on whether or not you should pull him or not.
I'm seriously thinking. Actually, you know what? I have all of my event Titans plus the season reward Titan are still sitting in my treasure room. I haven't pulled any of them. If the release is going to be within the next 5 days or whatever, I may do that. I may just save those and then you just pull them on live stream or something.
Well, you dropped that hand on Zalon's stream yesterday, right? Or you wink, wink?
Yeah, as in wink wink. So.
Yeah.
Bo, I don't have an answer for this. Do you? So when we came into the update, our lands were reset, but will
Yeah.
it reset everyone's lands? Do we have an answer to that?
No. That's why. That's why
yeah.
I was saying that's a big question.
Yeah.
It's if everybody's
Okay.
gonna have that happen to them. If they
We
do,
don't know.
then all that stuff is gonna happen. But we don't know.
We should ask that question on the live stream tomorrow.
Yep. Hit them with it.
Yeah.
That's a really good question because that's literally leveling the playing field.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spam it.
I don't know. Zalon, are you in the test build right now?
It can be. Yeah.
Champ is asking. He thinks that they maybe made a change to the Titan selection screen. It looks like they added a damage type icon to
Change
the Titan
the what?
The
selection.
bottom right.
Yeah, Titan selection
Oh,
screen.
Well, the every Titan that's in your hall now on the little squares in the bottom right, it does show what element they are.
Yeah, it does. So it's a damage type icon to the profile images. Yeah, that's what he's saying. So
Yeah.
yep. So hopefully they're gonna give us a little bit better visual indication that these skills are still locked, even though we can see what they are. Right?
Yeah, well, it makes it so that everybody, how many people in the band chat would post an image of their Titan and they have 2 skills unlocked out of the 5 and they're like, should I keep him? It's like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? How many people have asked that? You know,
Yeah.
that's a common thing that happens daily.
Yep.
So now it's kind of like that question should be answered by, hey, here's all the skills, make your choice. You know?
Mhm.
Well, when you get a 4-star,
was-
you know immediately if it's food or not. Right?
Exactly. Well, we kind of already
And then-
did after the first 2 skills.
Well, that's true, but
But,
now
uh,
you really know.
Yeah, now you really, really know. Yeah. So someone was actually
You know what?
lamenting over the loss of that emotional roller coaster of unlocking skills, but now it's all in one goal. The emotional ride is when you get the Titan.
Yeah, it's concentrated because nobody has an attention span longer than 7 seconds. So they took all of those. They took all of that and concentrated it into one giant pull. It's like 5 of them at the same time. You know?
You know what that's gonna do though, when you get your Titan and you get the skills already there, you can go. It's gonna pretty much make database like God now, because you're just gonna go and you're gonna
Yeah.
set these skills max.
Yeah, I know.
and you're gonna be
I
like,
know.
okay, this
I know Yuki was
it's gonna be.
concerned. Yuki was concerned that this update was going to
I hope
cause
you're
him
watching right now.
cause him to have to redo the database website. But I think
I
he's
was
gonna.
thinking he'd like it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be okay because it nothing's changing as far as what skills are available. The only thing that's really changing is that you know what skills are. So when so like what Kendall was saying, when you get your Titan, go to the database, put in those skills, see what he's going to look like at whatever level you want to get him to.
Yeah, and figure out the relics you need and all that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. All right.
So every Titan on a Titan Hall will have a skill set when that update release come out.
No,
Our old Titans, no.
Our old
No.
Titans
Okay.
did not. Our old Titans still have skills that are locked, and we don't know what they are.
Interesting.
But it was only the new ones that I pulled from the Titan Hall. Because I spent all my gems pulling Titans. Spent my tokens, my epic tokens. I pulled a 2 Karns and a Sardu and a I didn't get a 4-star, but
and hostile.
yeah, no. So Souls are king, Paul. Yep. Yeah, they can be doubled. Yeah, the skills can be doubled. I think that Sardu I got, I think has Grenadier's damage twice. So
Mhm.
that's pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, hey, we're running an hour and 15 minutes here, guys, on the stream.
Hi.
Yeah. Infinity. Anything you wanna talk about?
Not really. I'm just trying to get ready to drive soon in a little bit too.
Yeah.
My new destination. So.
I know you had a long drive, so all right, man. Well, thanks for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. We'll have to do it. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Ask Colin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, is this the first time you and DBR have actually talked? Like, not chatted, but actually talked?
I believe we've sung together.
Did
Oh
y'all,
yeah, we sung
Okay.
together.
did y'all sing together?
No, like really, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, aren't hey Infinity? Are they on? Infinity, are they on? Are they on the .global chat?
You said what?
Are they on the .global chat?
Who? Bones Salon?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. They should get at it, right?
'Cause
No.
that's a global, like that's everybody who wants to be
Yeah.
with a bunch of bananas and hula bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, pretty soon I will. When I get off here, I will add them ASAP.
Yeah, we had some late night karaoke if you guys want to join. So there you go.
I do believe DBR. I asked you to add me to that. Like you're talking about online.
Oh, was that what you were
right?
talking about?
You're talking about online,
Yeah.
right?
I've
Yeah.
never added anybody to anything. I don't know how to do that online.
All right, guys.
Let me call my secretary. 1 second.
Yeah.
Shoot me that invite too.
Champ says we need another rap battle. Champ says we need another rap battle. So
Oh man,
Man, was-
they thought somebody threw the gauntlet on that.
Yeah, true.
yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. Sorry. Hey, Kendor. Anything else you want to talk about that we haven't covered?
No, you guys pretty much covered it all. I appreciate all the info, and I'm definitely looking forward to the Dawn of Titans future.
Yeah. So just
Yeah.
watch the devs live stream tomorrow. Maybe they'll give us a hint as to whether they when we have a release date or not. I gotta do some thinking. I gotta think. If they tell me, hey, the update's coming. Of course, now everybody's gonna be frantically checking the App Store, right? Just like every 2 hours, just go search Dawn
Yeah.
of Titans and see if there's an update.
Infinity on every 5 minutes. No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Bo, did you want to?
No.
Did you want to give them the FAQ link?
Are we allowed to give that out?
I think it specifically says here are some extra resources that you are welcome to use and link to.
Oh, interesting.
there you go.
Let me throw.
Interesting.
Word for
Yeah.
word for
I
DVR.
don't know. I don't know if you can throw it in the. I don't know if you can throw it in the chat or not. But
Like physically, can I do it?
I don't. I mean,
Oh,
you can try, but
I got hit by the.
actually, stand by.
So picky.
All right.
How dare you?
Hang on. Let's see. All right. Try it now, DBR. I made you a moderator.
Oh yeah, you all getting cooked?
Y'all getting kicked.
There it is, guys. There it is.
Okay.
Muted. One of the two. It's the only two powers I have, right?
Yeah, that and well, I don't know what else you can do, but lots of other stuff. So, all right, yeah. So there's
like
the I'll tell you what. Let me do this. Let's see. That's just a link to the
Yeah, just think of support.
yeah.
So under announcements, you got 1.16 updates. Lands Awakening. Boom.
There, yep. Boom. There it is.
You're gonna put that. I'll put that direct. That's the link they gave me. They were being a little lazy. Here's a one. Boom.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't yell at the
All right.
moderator. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Here it is. Lands Awakening. So it gives us a little bit of extra info on what's going on here. Lands, food, gold, and VP. I mean, I think we've covered everything that's in here. Lands no longer steal. Land raids no longer steal from the defender's reserves. So only garrison attacks affect your VP and your gold and your food. The bravery penalty for VP has been removed.
Hmm.
So it says bravery penalty was put in place to prevent bullying. However, VP represents power and should not be regulated by this. Having higher level lands will always mean a greater advantage. So, there's a no. You can attack low level VP lands without any penalty. It's going to be.
I mean, yeah. The penalty is the fact that the low level land has less. VP
And
to
here
give.
is all right. So hey,
So
check it out. Auto loadout for attack and defense. When attacking or defending, your latest setup will automatically be populated.
wow.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I know.
Yeah,
but-
neither did I.
And they say
It's-
shield
Wait a
times
second,
already
wait a
down
second, wait a second.
to 2 hours. Oh my god.
Well, good.
No sleep for
Well,
the
that's
gods.
coming, guys. They gave us
No
these
sleep.
notes at 6 a.m.
yeah. Auto loadout. Yep. So we don't have the. We were talking about that. And that was one of the things we talked about a lot. Was is it going to make
Wow,
it?
This is a huge update.
Yeah. And
Yeah, that's why
Garrett,
we're all here. That's why we're all here.
that's why we're here.
Oh my god. I'm so
Garrison.
Yeah. Yeah, when people were asking me on my live streams this last weekend, they were saying, "Oh, is this a big update? Is this a big update?" I almost there was a couple times I was just like, you know, you can put 2 and 2 together. I mean,
Yeah,
every-
that's
we're
true.
all doing stuff right now for this.
Wow, and the castles is decreased to 6 hours instead of 12.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna have my alarm clock ready.
Land raids are 2 hours instead of 1, right?
That's this. Oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna be
Yeah.
fun. I like this.
Increasing their login in time.
I like this. Ooh.
Increased inventory? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that. Oh man.
That's increased
Yeah, they bumped
inventory.
up.
Yeah, it's Army Camp,
Every-
Spellforge, and
Did it say relics? I didn't notice if they gave us more relic room. Did they give us more relic room or no?
We
I didn't.
couldn't look at that.
I don't see anything.
Yeah,
in,
okay.
I
I
don't.
was just gonna
Well,
say.
it says Spellforge inventory increase, and they say it will hold more spells that can be used to defend more lands at all levels. So
Okay, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't say anything about more relic room. That's crappy. I wish there was more relic room, man.
yeah, because
All right, guys. So here, listen. Here's the keynote. It says all of the changes below will take effect a few days after the 1.16 update. So we're gonna get the 1.16, and then at some point, all this is gonna happen. So
I wonder how long the update is going to be, like an hour or 30 minutes. 'Cause,
Well,
man,
every major update we've gotten before has taken multiple days. Remember, people get
Yeah.
updates. People get updates on different devices on different
By
times.
server. By
Yes.
server, yeah.
And
Oh, is it by server?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
all right. So this
Wow,
says that a land's permanent defenders will match the level of the land. Ooh.
mm.
Well, that means level 25
Cool.
lands are going to have level 25 troops. Interesting. It's a little bit lower.
Alright.
It's a little bit changed. That's a little bit of a change, right? Aren't the permanent troops a little bit lower than the land level right now?
It's a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Levels.
it depends. Each land have their own troop level and setup and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
the shield times are rebalanced.
Well, it feels like we just released a whole bunch of stuff we didn't even know about. Now.
Yeah, we have
Right?
hey, double release, guys.
Yeah, it's for all you people. For all you people that jumped off earlier, you missed all
jump
this.
back in.
Yeah.
Jump back.
Yeah.
That's crazy. My God.
Yeah, that's very cool. All right. Let me check the chat, see what we got here.
Some
Yep.
people's heads exploded. That's what happened.
No kidding.
Oh, my head
Yeah.
exploded after this.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, DBR. You just made my head explode.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Blow people's heads up. Boom.
That's crazy.
All right.
By the way, I was looking for an image of that, and everything was just too gory. So I decided to keep. You tried to
Oh,
find a
you
head
want to make
exploding.
it-
image.
Go with flame hide for your thumbnail instead of just like somebody's head exploding.
Oh, I should have had Flamehide's head explode. That would have been awesome.
That would have been great. That would have been great.
Just have pork
Oh.
chop sandwiches raining down.
Yeah, people would be happy.
Guys, we still got 60 people in the stream, man. I hate to end it, but
Wow.
we're going on an hour and a half here. So
Thanks for hanging on for dear life.
yeah. So
Do they have any questions or what?
Yeah,
Yeah, Any last questions from anybody that might have joined late?
yeah. Just we
Any
got,
questions?
All right, so we got Infinity On and DBR from League of Gods here. We got Candor Kid and myself and Zalon from the Non-Toxic Gamers. Got questions? Post them in the chat. Says it would change the meta. Yeah, this is definitely going to change gameplay quite a bit.
Oh yeah, some question marks.
Zalon gets to redo all of his land strategy videos now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the other thing I was gonna mention here at
Just
the
delete
end
them.
was the fact that I am gonna be releasing some videos later today, at least one, maybe two, about the new update as well. As much as we already discussed everything, I'm gonna be able to at least show some more actual gameplay of the update. So
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah. I've got.
and my Tusk on the thumbnail.
Zalana, are you gonna fuse everything into one Titan too?
Oh, maybe I will. Maybe, for all of the people that watch me collect all the time and be a huge Titan hoarder, yeah, it'd be totally against my normal MO.
That's a fantastic opportunity, man. Only once you're gonna be able to do that.
Interesting. I'm thinking, I've got 140 something Titans sitting in my Titan Hall right now.
That's
Wow.
that's close to max.
I
Get
know.
a fusion.
Well,
I-
I have Max Science right now, so
Yeah. Are they
Man,
all
you gotta
4
get the
stars?
fusion.
Yeah, they're all 4 stars probably.
no, I got like
That's all that drops in Legend League, you guys. You know?
So look, seriously. All right. So Infinity, what is your Titan is your favorite? What do you like? Who's your favorite Titan?
I'm pretty sure everyone is wondering that right now.
Yeah. We want to know who it is who would. Well, I mean, I know you probably have multiple, and you take out the one that you need for that particular attack, right? But what's your favorite?
I like Range Titans. They are fun.
Who's
Edel.
that?
On that.
Edalus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
rags look awesome.
Yeah.
If there's like consistent artwork that looks pretty awesome, it's on the rags.
Yeah, they are. So I was, the little 1-star berserker that we got was kind of messed up. Garn. Did you guys notice all that? I know Infinity didn't, because he's like, "This is a 1-star Titan. Can I just throw it away? I don't even want to use it."
Yeah, see,
so-
Infinity wipes the nose with 1 stars.
Yeah, talking
So-
about Garn, the 1-star Ragnar berserker Garn. That was part of this.
defensive skills or whatever.
Right, yeah. So it's it's a Ragnar berserker that has paladin skills and moves like a champion.
Yeah. I think I still have them.
and it's a she. So,
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of messed up. All right, DBR, you still running Grim Vlad?
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, Glimrad, yes.
Yes.
Comrade. He's my main man.
His name should be Captain Oshers.
Captain what? Ostrich?
Yeah.
He
Captain
sticks his head in the
Ostrich.
sand?
No, because of those white legs.
Oh, his pasty white frilly socks.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I mean, you were on when I was talking about how I use him. Yeah, he's basically if I run across a defense that I don't want to pay attention to the fight and I just kind of want to win, he goes into the fight. So there you go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Did I lose food? You attacked me, Bo? How dare you?
Nah, I think that was somebody in. I think that was somebody in game attacking you. It wasn't me.
Oh,
So there's in NT Knights, there's an alliance on our server called League of Gods. It's obviously not you guys, but there's a. I don't know if they're affiliated with you guys or not. I kind of think not, just because
I
of
don't think so.
the strength of the players that I'm seeing in there. So I thought that was kind of
Here's a
funny.
this is a good question, Bo. We got from Deegy, and I'm wondering if you can confirm because I didn't read as thoroughly as I wasn't thinking about it. But when you left the alliance, did it also still said your event score will reset, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's not changed.
Yeah, no, that's not changed, and I don't think they're going to change that. So
Although I guess that'd be kind of weird if they left it, because then people could like make negotiations, be like, "You help our alliance with your event score, just bring it over."
yeah, that's one of the things that I actually think they got right. Who's
Yeah,
I got some feedback from
because
somewhere,
as
guys.
soon as you get in, as soon as you find a home for an event, nobody leaves unless you're an idiot
That's true.
or you're done. If you're done
Yeah,
and you
that's-
have absolutely no remorse to your alliance and you're just a real yeah,
Right.
those them over.
Yeah.
So when they mentioned something about rewards being somehow alliance being rewarded for sticking together and penalized for jumping, that's not in this.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, they were talking about
Yeah.
something different for that. I kind of think that they're gonna, we've got this. Your alliance has reached level so and so, but that's just a number. It doesn't really mean anything other than you can look at the alliance level and know that they've been around for a while, right?
Mhm.
I'm hoping that they give some sort of like personal reward chain for, being in an alliance for a long time. That will
It's
help.
like a 10-year anniversary gift. It's like,
Well,
you've been in this
yeah,
alliance for
you
10
know,
years.
like-
Congratulate.
Yeah, you've been in.
Yeah, well, actually, they should make it so if you stay in for a week, you get a reward. If you stay in for 2 weeks, you get a reward. You stay in for 4 weeks, you get a reward, and they should
You
go
know what
up
it
from
should
there.
be? It should be like a bonus to the league reward, like 1.1, 1.2
Alright.
times.
Ooh, okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
You stay in for a solid like 5 months, and they'll give you an extra Titan. There you go. Every
Mm.
league.
A one-star
Wow.
Titan too.
Wow, we got a real
Official
brain trust
suggestion to
going
the
on
developer.
here. Yeah, got a real brain trust going on here. We're definitely thinking some things out.
Yeah, no kidding. So, how do you guys think this is going to affect the free to play players versus paying players?
I think it's going to be good because resources is going to be better to get.
Anybody else?
I think it won't change too much. I don't think, but it's gonna have them. They're gonna getting resources on land is gonna be a lot harder. It's gonna force them to rate garrisons a lot more. But
True.
So I'm thinking that with this whole Titan skills thing, that this is a good time for brand new players to jump in because they don't have to deal with the whole, oh, I don't know what these skills are. I'm thinking about starting a third account
And seeing what it's like to be a new player.
and seeing what it's like to be a new player under this set of rules. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Under the Imperial
another-
rule.
So interesting. And so for players like myself and Zalon who are, we're not, we don't drop tons and tons of cash, but we typically we do spend a little bit on events.
Yeah.
I think this. Oh, for one thing, this is going to make events a little bit tougher because you can't bounce around and just attack undefended lands anymore and collect souls. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, that's what I did. I had speed rating undefended lands that give max souls for events. That's what I did. I never attacked a garrison. I never hardly ever attacked defended lands. Well, now that you can't attack undefended lands,
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, I got to be a little bit more careful with my targets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's gonna make leveling these low-level Titans a lot harder as well because, especially with this last event, I had a Skolnar that was like I fused level 27 Vowin into him just so I can get him up to like 17, and then I was still rating like low power lands or no defense lands as well, and you can't do that anymore. So that's gonna definitely make these newer low Titans a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I started when I started this. It was I had a level 3 Skolnar.
Oh my god.
Level 3 was what I started this event with. He's level 11 now after the event's over, and I did a few fusions. But I completed all 16,000 souls with a level, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. 4-star Ragnar. I talk about having to be careful, man. That having to be careful of your targets. I really had to be careful of my targets. So, all right, and for you guys,
Hey,
for the
Arch
what?
standard? I lost to you?
He's in Born
Yeah.
Phoenix. Yeah, Arch is in Born Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, is he really?
yeah.
Yeah,
Arch
we're
is
in a
Arch
we're
is
in a
in Born.
heated exchange currently. You're going down, Archie.
Yeah. Arch is one of our. He comes on just about every stream we do. So good guy.
Nice.
Yeah, Flame High done by Dom showed the new artwork. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So, you gonna check out your Flame High there, DBR, and let us see if the artwork's changed for you, or is that?
I actually went specifically to him in battle and also on the screen in the video to show that him and Grimbald
cool.
were the most significant changes
All right, so
in my lineup.
we'll check that out
Ooh, I
once
have to
this
check
is
my
over.
lineup right now then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, RK Zalon's leaving the stream to go watch your video. So we.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Yeah, guys. DBR dropped a vid.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes long, so
Yeah,
just grab some
yeah.
popcorn.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. Go check that out.
Yuki told me to keep it at 15. I tried.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I get that on the Reddit page, and everybody's like, "Hey, can you just post a summary?" I'm like, "No."
That's the
I mean, I
opposite of a
can.
live stream. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Right. We
Yeah.
just want bullet
Watch my
points.
show.
They don't. It's like they don't want the Cliff Notes version. They want the bullet pointed condensed Cliff Notes. So
You know, we could do that. We could do like one episode one time where we just have like a news anchor thing. We'll all be news anchors, and we'll just be like, dun, 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 today we're going to talk about the amazing changes.
Yeah.
This is, and then the next person says 3 more bullet points, and then we're like, see you later.
Yep.
And like weather with Zalon, you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that. It's
It's not
raining.
nearly as nice as the local TV shows. It'll just be like, here's the
Yeah.
weather. It's
But-
raining.
It's hot.
Bo?
Yeah.
It's hot. It's dang hot. Open the window. It's raining sideways. All right. We got to. And so what is it? Mud wrestling. Haha, yeah. All right, guys. I think we've just about covered everything. I think we're going to get off here. Infinity, thanks for joining, man. Candor Kid.
Oh, my
Alright,
Venom
alright.
Tusk looks
My
awesome.
pleasure.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We'll have to do it again soon. DBR. Thanks, bud. Thanks
Pleasure, guys.
Thanks for
See
getting
y'all.
up early. All right, guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Zalon's channel, DBR's channel, Candor's channel. If you see Infinity on in game, just go rate his Garrison and say hi.
Yeah.
We'll,
Listen, hi.
thanks for joining, and thanks to the Donna Titans team for giving us early access. If you guys want, join us on Band. You can see our band link on the screen there. I'm going to separate these videos that I've been playing out and post them individually so that everybody can see, go back and watch them on their own. So, for all the non-toxic gamers, my name is Bo.
Yeah, and I'm Zalon.
And we're signing
Everybody
off.
else.
And everybody else, and we're signing off.
Heyo.